Big BBL.
Told you, yeah. Emphasis on the big, okay.
Damn. Yeah, I gotta go get that in my 11/11 cover expeditiously. I'm about to call my nigga right now. Yeah, I'm mad you said that. It's been 5 years. When I first got this bit, it said 1999 because I was smoking during it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is pop. That's a 9, bro. I need you to connect that. And that nigga just put the fucking, you see the 9, and then that nigga just.
Bro, if you going for big BBL, don't, you know what I'm saying, don't backtrack.
Fuck no, that's probably why my manifestation been lacking. Nigga, what? My whole temple is fucked right
Your
now.
spirits are like, we don't really know what you want.
Bro, I can't even see the 1998 no more. Like, all I see is BBL. That's fucked up. I'm mad you just shifted my shit like that.
This would have been so good to record.
It is recorded.
It is even better.
Broke boy, bag in later.
That's rough, brother.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girl, Ransom, and I am back at you with another episode with 2 returning guests, and we are here to talk about confidence, self-esteem, body image, but I really wanted to get the perspective and opinions from some good old masculine energy than just because we know a lot about the females, but I feel like y'all don't get enough credit. And it's like, you know, so before we get into it, let's have you reintroduce yourself to the people.
Absolutely. I'm back again. It's Honour Indigo here. I'm the co-producer of the show and multi-dimensional artist here.
Peace, y'all. I'm Conny, artist known as Conny the Great. Happy to be back.
Fine. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Keeping it short
Cool.
this time. Yeah. I'm working on it.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Short
Okay.
and sweet.
Amen.
Easy.
Okay, cool. Well, in the previous episode, speaking to the people, we did a conversation with me and Tori where we talked about our experience with self-esteem and growing up and navigating family projections and then navigating school. And so, like, I would say for me, I know with confidence, like, in some areas it's pretty freaking solid, and then in other areas it kind of, like, wavers. Yeah. So, like, I would say kind of how we started timeline-wise, when do you think you started noticing, like, you being self-conscious about yourself or your abilities or anything? Whoever wants to go, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go. I think for me it started, I would say as far back as like 4. Like it was funny, like I was talking to somebody about this the other day, but I used to want to be light skinned with braids like Carmelo Anthony and AI. Like that was the first time like I externalized my look, and then quickly going to school like, oh, Carmelo Anthony, no, you know, you dark as shit. And so it was like, at that young age, it was definitely present. But yeah.
Dang, 4 is young.
4 is
That's crazy.
Yeah,
young.
I'm like, damn. Sheesh. Then
Shit.
that brings in race and everything, too. So it's like
In kindergarten, we
being darker versus light.
I think I brought this up last time. Is in kindergarten, you know, they make you draw the self portraits.
Yeah.
So I drew the self portrait. I'm all colorful and shit. I drew me as what I thought I was, you know, just the light. And then they like, I look at everybody's. They only use brown and pastel pinks and shit. I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, like why one color?
Oh,
It's
I-
like, I
You
guess
said who?
those weird awakenings of like, damn, I'm actually, I didn't know about that. I didn't know I was black.
Yeah. What about you? How young do you feel like you were when you noticed?
I'd say I was pretty young. What's the question again?
Like, when did you notice that you started becoming, like, self-conscious about, like, either your image or, like, the things that you were doing, like, as far as, like, maybe your talents or something, like...
Yeah. Dang. Mine, I'd probably be, like, 8, 9, to where I'm noticing, like, okay, I'm in this body. This is different than, like, than other young boys' bodies. It's different than women's bodies. Like, starting to create those delineations and be like, oh. And then I feel like from that, seeing that you are I don't know, a little black boy. Then you start to compare it to like the different types of human beings. So probably like 8 or 9, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Like I distinctly remember, I've always had like, you know, like girlfriends coming up. I remember going over to like a girlfriend's house with like my sister Sarvin and I always had the same friends. So we would go over to their house, and then I remember the mom, like we're in the pool,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I remember the mom being like, like, or finding out later that the mom didn't feel fully comfortable with me in the pool with them because I was a boy. And then I remember hearing about that and being like, oh shit, like, what is it? Because I have a penis? Like,
Yeah,
like
what's the
what is
problem?
it? Yeah. So then that consciousness starts to kind of split, starts to fracture.
Would you say that, like, you became more aware of it through, like, female interaction or male interaction?
Definitely through female.
Mm.
Like for me, it was, and this, a lot of it is it could be an overshare, but a lot of my path was hypersexualized from a young age. So like there's stuff that happened, and it changed my perception. Hence why I'm noticing the externalization of me at 4 years old, because it's it was that like I'm at the point now of like breaking this down, like hearing that and hearing your path is like, damn, I got some shit I gotta go work on real quick, yeah, because honestly it's I don't know, it's a different processes that I've developed just based off of my desire. Like I've always been interested in women since, like I used to, my older brother, he was 13 years older than us, so he'd have a girlfriend come to the house, and I'm like, nah, that's my girlfriend. And it didn't register to me till I was like 12, like, oh, that was JT's actual girl. Like I genuinely thought she was there for me. Because she's like, oh, hey, it's my new boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, like how people play back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
And processing it, she was in high school, and like it was like, oh, this is cute, that's his little boyfriend. But not realizing like how quick my brain rapidly absorbed that.
You said it was real.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah. Because like now I look back at it, like I've never not went without having a girlfriend. And so with that, it's always like I've noticed my, like, and even when I mentor kids now, a lot of the issue with male performatism is the female, is the feminine principle that's present. And so like oftentimes when we're kids, we're trying to show out for the girls, or when we get older, it's always subconsciously to impress. I feel like in my path, and that's where I say I need to go heal, but it's always been to impress women. And I feel like a lot of that is where we see now this sexual revolution in society is like, and I tend to say like I think it's patriotism that, or the patriarchy that pushes that of, okay, like, yeah, let's push this needle more so that we can break down what that stems from. Because like we grew up Jet Magazine, we grew up with what's that called, Girls Gone Wild, Waking Up at 12. You know what I'm saying? So it's like filtering different things now is a different process for me. And it's cool to process like, damn, okay, this is shit I was picking up at a young age and has altered the way that I see myself and built up where I'm at today, and being able to have that confidence in knowing who I am.
I'd say I see a lot of men's being formulated around what other men think, to answer your question. But like Connie, mine is definitely more women based, of like those urges and kind of that shaping coming from female influences. Like the example I gave of, you know, the friend's mom being like, oh, that's weird if he's the little boys in the pool full of like little girls, and then making me feel like, fuck, like, oh, I have to move a certain way. Like I remember feeling subconscious at that point of like just having a penis, you know what I'm saying? And just being like, oh, I can't just be, I have to be like mindful of that at a young age. And then to my Caribbean people, y'all definitely know, like, when you go see family, they're always like, oh, you're thin. You're looking thin. It's like, hey auntie, hey ma, oh, you're so thin. That's the first thing they always say. And so from that being like, fuck, like, I didn't choose to be thin. Like, I be eating at a regular amount, and then from there it's like, okay, it's like, I don't know, for me it was kind of like giving up on trying to get like bigger. And then I don't know however that plays into seeing the physiques of other boys and men, and then, you know, putting my self-image up with theirs in comparison to being like, does this make me less of a man, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. I feel that, especially with football, because like that's when it changed. Like, I mean, it didn't change because it was still for female like approval, but like we be in the weight room and like the processes was, I'm finna get swole. Hey, bro. Look at your chest. Your shit little, man. Come on, that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And like now, that makes total sense of like the duality of it. Like there's so much that goes into how we perceive ourselves when we externalize that. And oftentimes, like I honestly don't think like lifting weights, bodybuilding, and all that, like that's an ego-based thing. Like that's still it's the flesh. You're building up the flesh. And there's so many different workouts that are nervous system based to build up your nervous system, and that's where true strength comes from. But all the curls and squats and shit,
it's very performative.
Very much so.
Yeah, and to prove something to like a fellow man, which like that's crazy work.
Yeah, right, because why do you need a man's approval?
Right.
Because that's where we get into the patriarchy. Like, our man's approval is, like, we started the conversation saying, or not started the conversation, but before we started rolling, talking about we all have Jesus esteem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's part of the program. Like, we all have that. Sadly, everybody knows who Jesus is.
Yeah, we do.
It's
whether we rock with him like that or not, it's
no matter what,
it's part of the program.
It's a subconscious program, and so like the way we and that's where, like, I always get into, like, that's what led me to like spirituality and understanding. Okay, if we are God, then how does that look? Because I've been like getting out of the church, I learned that Jesus, the J, is applied to that white man that's in front of every single church. Every black church you walk in and it's a big ass picture of him, or every hospital it's a big ass statue, or there's crosses over each door, and it's like
white Jesus.
Of white Jesus.
What did you mean the J is applied to the white people?
The J is applied, so the letter J didn't exist until 6,000 years ago. Okay. And then when we get the conception of Jesus Christ, right, which is just ethos, then the understanding is the J is, like, in my brain, is the J is how you differentiate from the Spanish Inquisition, which placed that white man there, versus the true Christ, which is Yeshua, or how I just call it Christ, because like we get it with
consciousness.
When you get into Sophia and the feminine principle and those different things, like that's where I think we've gone astray. Like they talking about dragons and stuff like this. But you ain't been inside a woman, bro. You ain't know there's dragons on the planet. You know what I mean? So it's like,
you are.
Nah, for real. Like that's where I think that's where we're at. Is we're in the process of the fall of patriarchy and the restoration of the matriarch, and how that looks, of seating the feminine on the crown on the left,
back on its
throne, because the masculine still has to be there. And so like when we get in the left and right, it can still get mixed up, but there's masculine and feminine, and that is where we sync up and we forget the unity is
right. So coming back into that balance, then word up.
100. And so the J man is what took that out the mainframe.
That's sheesh. That was deep.
Yeah, no.
I was like, dang, because we was just talking about Sophia the other day.
Yeah,
so that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
what was I talking
Oh man, that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, we was
But real
tripping.
quick, we're talking about like the demiurge, and like how Sophia was like a subset of the monad, and how she was like, why the fuck can't I make things the way the monad does without a counterpart? And she was like, I could do it. And like she ended up making an abomination, basically. That yeah, that's why I say it's a different episode, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing, but it didn't tailor off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so like dialing into like body image.
Yeah.
When did you notice that, and like how did you start navigating it?
I think I started noticing how to, like you're saying, like how to,
Like when you started looking at your body and being like, this isn't, like something's off. Yeah, and then you started like working out, or like, I mean, kind of more so hinting at self-sabotaging tendencies here, but yeah, basically being like, you became conscious of the body and then wanting to like improve it.
that probably started when I was 8 and first started playing sports. Like that comparison came in because like the first day we had to do push-ups, and oh my god, like that changed, like the whole life changing. Like 25 push-ups, didn't know it'd be that hard, arm sore the next day. And then everybody's like, man, like I'm crying, I'm sitting there, this is this, but everybody else around is just knocking them out. And then the coach is like, come on. And so like from that point, that's where my consciousness changed. That for it, it's like, nah, the pain is good. Oh really? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To where it don't hurt no more. And I didn't master that until I would say I dropped out. Like I learned, like in college, I went from 230 pounds to 185 pounds after my surgery. And the change was I came into consciousness. Like I learned how to manipulate my physiological body through my brain. And I started working out, I started fasting. And in that, I learned the difference between validating my self-worth from other people and validating myself through myself. And that's when I synced up, split my consciousness, created the feminine principle, and then it became, what is she like? What is my dream girl like that's in here, that's controlling me to get to her one day? And yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's going pretty good. I mean, I dropped out and had two babies, and now I'm back up 25 pounds, but it's learning how to be where I'm at, like learning how to love where I'm at and not take it as comparison. But hey, if I need to work on this, cause shit, I can't pick my kids up and go upstairs at the same time. Like it's mundane stuff now that my brain has changed and been like and configured into, okay, this is a positive way to work at myself and chisel my temple and build my temple.
Yeah, that's a good way to bring it full circle for sure. Yeah, for me, same thing. Starting in sports, and then probably getting gifted like a barbell set from my dad, and then getting into push-ups, and then from there, beginning to look at my body and be like, oh, okay. So if I do this, then my body looks like that. And then at the same time, I got these other cats at school saying, I'm thin as fuck, I'm string bean, whatever. And so
string bean. Kids are assholes, bro.
No, string bean is more so for my family. I'll just say like, them alluding to me being so thin. Right. And then, right. What'd you say? Wow, you bullying me too, huh?
No, you're good now, but back then I've been like pencil looking at.
Wow, thank you for that. Anyways.
Yes, anytime, anything to build your spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. And then so coming into being good at sports, which my sport that I was good at was track and hurdles, doing all that, and then kind of the confidence from winning track meets or like doing well in my performance, kind of like coming into my confidence as someone who is an athlete, and then that spilling over to my confidence as a person. And then so kind of that being the start of the journey of me realizing what I need to do physically to usher in like a more well-rounded being. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Good shit. Wait, I had a question. What's something about yourself you know is solid but you still question anyway?
That's a good question.
Shit, man.
What's something that I know, something about me I know is solid, but I do what anyway?
You question anyway.
Question anyway?
Like,
Damn,
you
that's
know
deep.
it's solid, but you still question it, yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to meditate on that one.
Oh, okay. Next question.
Wait, maybe I could try to go.
Go ahead.
Probably like being a good person. I think at my core, I just know how to be that. And I feel like it's the different influences from my external reality that have me questioning, like, am I actually as good as I think? And I think in a lot of ways I've been shown how human I am in my naive, like, impenetrable, demeanor of like, I'm good to go no matter what, I could do whatever and like be straight. I've been shown how I am very human. But yeah, sometimes I don't know, I feel like I slip a little bit and feel like, yeah, but I always come back to like, nah, I'm still that nigga, you know. But yeah, just in the ebb and flow of things, sometimes I question that.
That's real. I feel like if you're questioning if you're a good person, it just tells you you're a good person, because it's like you want to, like, you know, like, otherwise it's like you're not doing reflection, you're not conscious and being aware. It's like a good person is always going to want to evolve and like show up and support and be that anchor. So I feel like that's like a very telling sign of like, yeah, no, if you even have to think about it, like, most likely yes.
Right.
Versus like some people don't even question it and just assume that they're good people, but they're probably really
they're on
not.
some fuck shit.
So it's like, yeah, I think that's important. Do you still need to meditate?
Shit. Yeah.
Okay. Sexuality, confidence in like that arena, like navigating females and like all of that. Like, how is that for y'all?
I was a late bloomer, so a lot of that, I think I'm still dissecting a lot of, like, I wouldn't call it shame, but just societal pressures with that, like going through my own journey, like from 4 to, and I said I'm a late bloomer, but like it was present since I was 4, and so from 4 to 17, it was the great race to, cause like I didn't know what sex was until I was probably about 12, but like I knew what connection was, like, and it was hard to navigate as a kid, because like you get in trouble for a lot of stuff, and I think that's a healing point for me now, is learning the difference between what's taboo and what's okay, and how to navigate that with my partner, and just like being okay with my desire, you know what I mean? And it's been fun. It's been fun exploring, but it's also like I'm learning the difference between creative energy and ruling energy, and how to bask in the creative energy and alchemize it into many different facets of life. And again, going back to the masculine and feminine, I feel the feminine principle is there for the creation. Like your creativity comes from being able to dwell back into the womb of darkness and pull out from the ether. You know, when we close our eyes, we go straight back to the womb, is how I perceive it. So, and then the rulership aspect is in that submission. So when you give yourself the ability to flow in that creativity, you still have to have direction, or you still have to have some form of structure. Like that's where we get into the Hermetic principle, and like how tough, like you're supposed to go in a circle. I won't get into it.
Wait, no, what finish that metaphor.
No, keep going.
You brought on my like, girl talk, man.
Keep going.
Basically, I don't like using it because the nigga right on my tail, but basically there's the entity of the shadow where you 100, you go in a circle to stay out of the box, to keep away from the squaring, because demons
they reside in the corners.
Reside in the corner. Yeah. So the key to stay afloat and stay cycling up is hidden in our DNA helix. It's the centrifugal force of moving up, spiraling, seeing each lesson. But then, like, that's where
moving on and not getting caught up or fixated on
the flesh.
Corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, I feel like the corner we're in is the flesh, the understanding of quote unquote sin, which is just being born in a body. Sin, the aspect of sin is literally that, just being the spirit born in this flesh, which has desires and different things based off of millions of years of reincarnation from stardust. So when you take that and go through the snaking of life, and we've been here, now the key is to coil up the kundalini, as above, so below.
As within, as without.
I think it's in one of Don Miguel Ruiz's books where they talk about the only true sin as being, or black magic being, when you use your spell, your word, to bring about some sort of detriment to yourself or others, and that's the only one true sin. But that's interesting too. Is that more of like a biblical understanding?
Nah, I actually came to that just through meditation, like studying different things, different schools of thought. Like for me, it was always the understanding of, like, if we are the spirit, or if we are the soul, then what is encapsulating this? If the Bible says that, we're always born in sin, and the only thing that can save us is
going outside of yourself,
the externalization of you. Now I'm understanding what's within, and going within, I understood, like, when I was studying it, like, the synchronicities for me was sin was representative of Allah, and Allah is arm, leg, arm, head. And so the understanding was, we have to master, as the spirit, we have to master the flesh, because we mounted this monster, essentially. This is the demon. This is what humanity projects their evil onto.
Through
100%. Like when everything is externalized. Oh, they did that to me, so now I'm mad at them. That's flesh blaming flesh, instead of taking it in as we're all one, we're all connected to source. And so in that understanding, it'll be me going against me if I do anything to me. And that's why it's sin, because the concept is I'm separate from myself, and observing it as sin. But sin is, what's a good acronym? Sin is soul incarnate now. So if you see your soul incarnate now, then SIN, the soul incarnate now, is just the understanding of what now is, and learning how to comprehend time and creativity to build the world we want, and not the world that the bullshit we see.
Got you. Dope, man. That's I love that worldview, for real. That's dope.
Thanks.
Do you need me to repeat the question?
Oh, no, I got you. So, like, confidence as it pertains to, like, sexuality and whatnot. Yeah, I feel like that comes from, first and foremost, rejecting the projected, like, categorizations of what sexuality should be. And in that, like, being willing, first and foremost, to, like, explore, like, mentally what these concepts mean to you, and then start to deconstruct them. I think from there, like, being okay with seeing how, because in our society you're taught that if you show up a certain way, then that means you're this, you know? But I think like being okay with being yourself and still having, and still like owning your desires, still admiring or like being in touch with your desires without putting yourself in that box of like, oh, that means I'm this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, being like willing to like experiment for real, you know, and like really just like, yeah, not restrict around whatever society has deemed that means.
Not
Yeah,
staying in the box.
yeah.
As far kind of like recapping, looking at like all the versions of you that were struggling with confidence and self-esteem to the version that you are right now, what would you say is like the biggest thing that changed?
The divine feminine. Like the understanding of there's two poles. Like, no, for real, like in my path, like it was, I was a Jesus thumper. Like I would not date people because they didn't believe in Jesus. Like it was bad. Like I look back,
Damn.
I used to I cringed at myself for like a year straight. Like yeah, you done been some good shit, boy, being over there wilding out.
Fuck God, and you said fuck you, dude.
See, before I said fuck him, and then I realized that he is somebody's God. He's just not my God. And in that is the understanding of the discipline and why Big Mama chose me to go through what I went through, and why she's like, hey, you need to be disciplined, baby. Like, if daddy doing what he's doing, he's on serious B. I'm here with you so we can figure out how to get this earth fixed, so we can get back home. And so it's like understanding that was what gave me the confidence. Like that's when I lost the 30 pounds. It was the integration of like, oh shit, and then like now it's integrating the mind aspect, because like the physical is easy, and now it's about syncing up my nervous system with the ability to receive, and that's what's hard for masculine, is to receive. We're not the receptive side of the coin. The feminine principle is the reception. And so like going back to the sexuality part, like that was a big part of me being able to get confident in myself, was being able to let go and be in my receptive energy and accept what was meant for me.
Real quick, and I want you to answer this too, but like what does, because like people hear feminine energy and think a certain way, and it's not at all what it actually is. So
that's
like,
what I was alluding to in talking about sexuality as well. Yeah,
so it's like how, anyway, like how would you describe that to somebody if they were to ask you like, what does feminine like that mean to you?
So for me, disclaimer, I'm a heterosexual male, because I came into this knowing when I lived with a gay dude. Like my homie Max, shout out Max, he taught me a lot about what it meant to be dual spirit, and like living and observing him and how he fully operates in what he perceives love to be, and then looking at it in my reality and going through and healing either where I've been harmed at, healing where my perception was flawed on women, and actually going through and doing the work in that, it made me, one, appreciate love, because love is the ultimate frequency in the world. And then it also made me appreciate women, because at the end of the day, I can't say that. That's controversial.
Oh no.
He said, hold on.
At the end of the day,
that's a crazy cliffhanger.
At the end of the day, man, like love is powerful, and it's masculine and feminine for a reason. The way I perceive it in my life is how you, and this is my personal belief, if you have a different spiritual physiology of how you came into this world, that's on you. But me personally, I felt I was born dual spirit, and seeing the entire movement around that now has highlighted what patriarchy and the J-man has done. The externalization of God into the image of a white man is where we see a lot of the presence of that dependency within love. The only form of true love that a lot of people have seen in their life is seeing the videos. What's the movie? The Promise, whatever, the one with the white man on the cross getting beat up and everything. We all have that image burned in our head, in the image of love. And so for me, once I found the divine feminine and she expressed herself through the women that I was making love with, and finding myself receiving what they're teaching me, it was the understanding of, okay, there is a divine presence that comes with the unification of a man and a woman. Not to diminish whatever anybody else has and however they get to that point, but like for me, it was the understanding of, okay, like big overshare again. Like when I first learned about sexuality, it was, let me look up girls kissing. Like that was my first thought. You know what I mean? And it was like I always had that feminine on feminine attraction, and so like I was like, okay, why is this me? I'm not a girl. What is this? And then when I dove deeper, I understood it's my polarity. When you're in that realm, when I'm having sex, and this is where I learned to understand our brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ, because for me, I process, okay, I have a hypersexual attraction to women because I was assaulted as a child by men. And so that created this instant polarization, which most of us go through, whether we consume it through TV, we've actually been through something, or however the case may be. We all have this, I call it the box state of mind, being born in America, having this concept of patriotism put in our head instead of what is divine love. Divine love is that which your mother gives you. When I witnessed my son and daughter be born in our house, and I've witnessed my girl go through 9 months of pregnancy and understanding what it takes to be a woman when your cycle is synced up with the moon, and your the entirety of what would be considered a burden to a man, but is actually a blessing to a woman. And so in that, diving in that and understanding that is really how I got to where I'm at.
What about you? What's the biggest change from the old yous to the new you, and then also
my take on the feminine aspect? The biggest change for me is seeing how operating from my soul space, from my soul signature, has like a ripple effect in reality versus when I'm operating from a constricted, projective version of who I'm supposed to be. And in that, I see a lot of agency and permission given unto me from myself through my actions, through my expressed vibration of like, nope, this is the way you're supposed to go. And then in that, like, refining it through practice and through a frequency of like meeting myself there, you know, and ultimately becoming that. And then the feminine aspect to me is the more, obviously, like the softer quality, the receiving quality, the intuitive, visionary. I feel like it's where the masculine is more so like the structural component of this side of the coin. The feminine feels like the direct connection to where that energy is coming, so that the masculine can allow it to flow the way it needs to.
Ooh, I like that. That's really thank you. That's what everybody need to understand, that, because I think everybody, well, and we see it too. It's like people hear feminine. It's like, you need to get in touch with your feminine. They're like, I'm not gay. It's like, it has nothing to do with that. And that's where I break down to the simplest of like, masculine is mind, emotions is feminine, and so it's like water to air, but they gotta work together. And it's like the yin yang. You know, you can't do one without the other. And it's a
water to earth. In the sense that like the earth provides the structure for water to flow.
And then you get your garden if you do it right. Otherwise you could drown out your shit and
just be fucked.
Ain't no veggies that harvest.
No harvest.
You make an ocean, now you swimming.
That right, for real. Well, I loved hearing you guys talk and being open and vulnerable and talking about your experiences, and I think I want to have you guys come back for this conversation again. But for now, I'm gonna stop us and give thanks. And real quick, if you have anything going on that you want the people to know about, plug yourself.
Oh man, not really going on right now. Son's birthday, son just turned 1. Shout out baby duty.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, working on music, just trying to get some stuff out, especially with this. I don't know if it's AI. I don't know what it is. I seen my nigga Keena Trayvon post this shit, and then I seen where T at or whatever. But the She from Denver shit, it's go time.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Oh man, Denver. Look at me, bro. It's go time. Whether that's AI or not, bro, y'all heard it. The divine feminine is back on the planet, and it's time for us to share her music so we can fix this bitch. Once we do that, you make love great, you make good music great, you make people feel great. This place will be great.
Yeah,
period.
Eat great too.
And it starts here in the box, boy. The COLORADO, bro. We got this.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I love that shit. I feel that. Damn,
for real.
Yo, I feel that.
Shit.
Yo, I'll shade to that. Honour Indigo signing out. I got things in the works as well. Shit, let me know if you need some work.
Bro, we wet back.
Also,
bro, we there, bro.
You just dropped a new song.
I did, that's right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I dropped Blue, I dropped the music video, shot, edited, filmed the music video, as well as the breakdown, so y'all go run that up. I almost forgot about that.
Well, good luck.
I was like, hold on, you got new developments that just dropped.
And y'all can find me anywhere at Honour Indigo, YouTube, social, TikTok. I need to get my TikTok popping, but yeah.
Well, yay. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode. Thank you to all y'all who tune in and watch and support and subscribe and do all that good stuff, because it's seen and like it just continues to grow. And it's been so, yeah, I was like, it's just going to continue to get bigger and better. Yeah. So I thank you. You guys know where to reach me on Instagram, Xpand with Ransom LLC. If you want to be on the show, you can message me there, or you can send me an email, expansionwithransom@outlook.com. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next episode.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Thank y'all.
Emphasis on the big, okay?
Yeah, I gotta go get that. My 11 covered.
Emphasis on the big, okay?